Packers stole the draft in the second round. I'm going to break that down for you guys in this video. First, let's do a quick recap. Of course, day one, Brian Gutekunst stays true to his form, doing what he thought was best for the team. And once you had a chance to sleep on it, of course, it was a surprising pick at the moment. But once you slept on that pick, it made a whole lot of sense. Gutekunst taking Arizona's Jordan Morgan, a guy who's very versatile, a guy who fits the offensive line mold for the Packers. Actually a lot like David Bakhtiari. So this guy's going to be implemented right away. Whether he's playing guard or tackle, time is going to tell. Gutekunst, when interviewed and asked that question, he just was like, hey, I'm going to be putting my best five out there. So time is going to tell. I think he's going to be best suited at guard, but we will see. And then thanks to the departure of Aaron Rodgers, we get a second pick in the second round. We trade back and we get the best guy positionally available at linebacker, Edgerrin Cooper, best in his class. So the Packers get a steal in the draft. And yesterday we started talking about Edgerrin Cooper and just the athleticism he brings, how he can just go from sideline to sideline. And then you start pairing that alongside Quay Walker. That is going to be such a great problem to have for Jeff Hafley. Two athletic guys, very versatile guys. Again, we keep saying the name or the word versatile because that's what Gutekunst is looking for in the draft. And he does so again with Javon Boward out of Georgia, another versatile guy. A guy who can just pretty much play, a lot of positions out there. When we start talking about what he did in college, Bowler became, obviously, he was a nickel defender in 2022, and he finished, voted MVP in the national championship for defensive player in that game as they won another national championship. He was a part of that in 2021. But also in 2023, they moved him then from nickel to free safety. He had a whole lot of success there. He excelled there. He allowed a passer rating of just 34 and earned a second team all SEC honors. The guy is super talented. Okay, so let's take a look at what this article has to say right here about Boward. Bullard's intelligence is a big reason behind his impressive ball production. He's logged 2 interceptions in each of his last 2 seasons at Georgia, also having a handful of pass breakups. He's forced an incompletion on 16% of his career targets. The other big feather in Bullard's cap is his competitive toughness, and I absolutely love that about him, and I love that about this pick. Off the tape, he plays with far more fire and aggression than a player of his size has any right to do. The Athletics gave him a title and said he's a little stick of dynamite. Man, you gotta love to hear that and see that when you start talking about what problems the Packers are going to be causing for a lot of offenses out there. When you start pairing Bowler up with McKinney, they both show the ability to work effectively from a range of alignments. Having a duo like this will give the Packers the ability to get creative on their coverages, with their coverages and disguises. So Hafley, again, having a great problem there, not only in Edgerrin Cooper and Quay Walker, but then McKinney and Bowler. So the Packers, again, have to bolster their defense. They were, the last or tied for last season in takeaways. So Bowler and Edgerrin Cooper are guys that can cover like hawks to the ball. They can fly to the ball. Bowler has a meanness and a toughness to him. So I absolutely love that about him. So we start talking about our division. You've got St. Brown. We're going to be facing Justin Jefferson, DJ Moore, and company because the Bears just bolstered their offense, getting the wide receiving cast that they've got there. Let's take a look at a little clip of what we can expect to see as Packer fans from Bowler out there. The dude is a ball hawk. So you got to love it. And he just hits with a whole lot of fire. So again, athletics saying, giving him the title of just that little stick of dynamite. And that's what the Packers can expect to see with Bullard and McKinney there in their secondary. That is going to be super exciting for us Packer fans. I really wanted the Packers to just bolster up their defense, especially when we saw what Chicago was doing early on, and then Minnesota going and drafting McCarthy. Not that that's going to be incredibly problematic right away, but that is a very good offense, and really just need anybody to throw up the ball to Justin Jefferson. That's going to be a problem for a lot of defenses. But the Packers addressing that not only with their D coordinator and Jeff Hafley, but they're addressing that through the draft. Gutekunst hit a home run. The Packers stole the second round of this draft. Leave your comments. Let me know what you guys think. Go Pack, go.